So we'll go over everything. So why is AMS important? So first thing, it's going to put you in front of a lot more customers, like a ton, okay? It's going to boost your sales dramatically if you do it right. It's going to, because of the boost in sales, you're going to get increased organic ranking, right? That's just how Amazon's algorithms work. So by increasing sales through AMS, your book's organically going to rank better on the first page of whichever keywords you're targeting, which then leads to more sales. So it's a beautiful feedback loop. And then one of the best parts is that generally when you publish a book, you got very specific keywords in mind, usually 1 or 2. Sometimes you can rank for 3. AMS puts you in front of hundreds, okay, on the first page. Again, if you do it right. So here's a research ad. And this is what you should be starting off with. You're doing research. You have no idea what the market's like. You have no idea how well your book's going to sell, for which keywords. So this is just an example of a research ad that you might have. You see, like if you follow my strategy, that the ACoS, which is the advertising cost of sale, is very low. This is what you want to aim for. You want to drive sales and reduce spend while you're researching. You don't want to overspend. So that's the goal. Then you have your high-performing ad. This is like your bread and butter. It's bringing in money. It's doing really well. And you can see here, right, first result, I spent 35 pounds. I sold almost 400. And this is a keyword, right? There's a whole ad. There's a whole list of keywords. This is just from one keyword that I found. But here again, 27 pounds, 360, 10 pounds, 130. So this is a higher performing ad, and this is the end result. This is what you want to achieve. You want to figure out which keywords work best for your book. Have you guys ever noticed that when you click on a product on Amazon, if you go to a different site, all of a sudden you see that product everywhere, or maybe you might get emails, right, with products and relevant products to it? What AMS, or AA now, does for your books is it boosts this effect, because effectively you're just getting in front of more people. So every time someone clicks, it tells Amazon there's interest, and guess what Amazon's going to do? They're going to spend their own money to advertise your books outside of their site, and this costs you nothing. So how do you get started? So step number 1 is to collect keywords. Okay, this is the first step. Then you're going to create a sponsored product ad. This is like your cookie cutter ad. This is where you start off, and this is where you kind of gauge your market and get information to really start getting great results. So next one is you're going to submit, and you're going to wait to go live. Number 4 is monitor and track. This is very, very important, because if you're not doing this, you're not going to know overall how your ad is performing. Now, this is more of a case for the US, because the UK and even in Canada, their interface is updated. They show you all the statistics, daily statistics. So in the US, they're not doing this, so I highly recommend that you still do this. And then the last step is just to optimize and make sales. That's it. This is all that it takes to start crushing it with advertising on Amazon. So here are some rules to live by. As soon as your ad goes live, you want to wait at least a full week before you decide to change anything. Pause keywords, increase bids. Don't do anything. Wait for a full week so Amazon's algorithm can determine the relevancy of your book against the keywords that you use. Next is you want to aim for at least 2,000 impressions daily from your ad, okay? You want to aim for at least 1 click per 1,000 impressions. And then, I mean, it can average overall, but that's what you want to aim for. And then you want to aim for, so the ACoS, advertising cost of sale, you want to be 40% or under for that profit area. 50% is kind of like the break even, just because Kindle is 70%, and then paperback, depending on your price and how you strategize with that, it can be 40. So you got to kind of meet in the middle. So 50%, I like to look at it as a break even. If I'm at 50, I'm just even. I'm not making any money, but I'm also not losing. At least I'm getting good exposure. But with my ads, I always aim for 40% or less. Budget at least $5 a day. Always track your ads, always. However you decide to do it, I teach a specific method, but it's important, again, for performance and optimization. And then the last thing is it's not a set it and forget it platform. you have to check up on it. Again, you have to track and monitor. You can't just put it up and then disappear, because most likely it's not going to really work too well for you unless you get lucky, right? So step number 1 is to collect keywords. Okay, this is the first step. Then you're going to create a sponsored product ad. This is like your cookie cutter ad. This is where you start off, and this is where you kind of gauge your market and get information to really start getting great results. So next one is you're going to submit, and you're going to wait to go live. Usually you go live within 24 hours of submitting your ad. Number 4 is monitor and track. This is very, very important, because if you're not doing this, you're not going to know overall how your ad is performing. Now, this is more of a case for the US, because the UK and even in Canada, their interface is updated. They show you all the statistics, daily statistics. So in the US, they're not doing this, so I highly recommend that you still do this. And then the last step is just to optimize and make sales. That's it. This is all that it takes to start crushing it with advertising on Amazon. So the 3 keyword types. The first one is customer search terms / keywords. So this is essentially what the customer is typing in the search bar to find whatever they're looking for, okay? The next is book titles. A lot of people are searching with book titles. Not only that, but you can appear for your competition in their details page, in their sponsored product section, if you guys have noticed that. And the last one is author names, similar to book titles. People are searching for that. When someone goes and looks for a specific author, they can catch your book, and maybe that might drive more interest. That could lead to a sale. So we don't know, so we test. So these are the 3 keyword types that I recommend you have on all your ads. So where do you find keywords? There are 2 methods that you can use. First method is creating high-performance keyword ads. I'll go over this. And the second method is creating highly targeted search term ads. So creating high-performance ads. You got to collect enough high-performing keywords, and you do this through time, through your research ads. That's what a research ad is designed for, to figure out which keywords work best for your particular book. Once you got that data, you can plug that into a new dedicated ad just for those keywords, and you just run it against those, okay? And then what you do is you just create new research ads. That's how you find more keywords. The next one is highly targeted search term ads. And what these are, well, first of all, this.
Hey, if you want to hear the rest of this message, plus get over 3 hours of additional footage from our very first annual Cancun's Mastermind, make sure you click the link below and pick up the exclusive recording while you still can. Plus, you're going to save over $100 off the price of your ticket to the 2019 Cancun Mastermind, September 12th to the 15th in the beautiful Paradisus Cancun Resort. Can't wait to see you all there.